I've been waiting my whole life to finally feel ready, and I'm realizing that that moment never actually comes. If you've been putting something off, like starting your business, posting your content, and chasing your dream, all because you don't feel ready, this is for you. Hey guys, I am back with another informative video for you guys because we're on this journey together, and thank you for all the love on my last video. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to check that out, I'll have it up here for you guys to click on. And today's video is going to be about how you need to stop waiting until you're ready to take the next step, because that is what's holding you back. I know that there are plenty of opportunities that you might have let fly by you, and opportunities that you didn't take, all because you felt like you weren't ready enough. But having the experience and learning things is what's going to give you that expertise on those things. So we're going to talk about it. I'm going to go in a little bit about my experience with holding myself back. There were certain opportunities in the past where I did not take it, and that was because I felt like I didn't know what I was doing, I wasn't ready, and I was scared of failure. And I set my mind on what if I fail instead of what if I succeed. A lot of the times we set our mind on failure instead of success in our future. And I don't know why we do that, but for some reason it's like our brains are just programmed that way. A lot of the times we wait until we feel confident or perfect to take the next step. But what we don't realize is that we're not going to learn how to grow in a skill if we don't take the step to experience it. When I was finished with high school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And I realized that something like aesthetics sounded like it was for me. And so I went to school for aesthetics, and when I was there, I really loved it. I didn't even know you could go to school for skincare and things like that. So when I got there, I loved everything that I was learning. I loved everything about it. And I knew that I wanted to be an esthetician, or at least have something to do with skincare. And so I finished school for that, and I have my certification. When I got out, I was trying to look for a job, and it's really hard because they keep saying they want you to have experience. Well, how can I get the experience if no one's going to let me in the door? So I started working at Ulta Beauty, and I worked at Ulta as a tasker. I was on the task team where, I would do overnight shifts to get the store ready and prepared for shoppers and get the storage and everything organized. And then during the day, sometimes I would help out to clean up and just keep everything organized and help guests on the floor. So as I was working there, I found out that they had a position for a esthetician. And I was like, I have my certification. I've been looking for a job, and I would love to work in the spa. And I didn't even know that Ulta had a spa in the back. No matter how long I've been working there, I just never really seen the store during the day or looked in the back. And so I didn't know. So I found out the position was open, and I ended up applying for it, but I felt so nervous, and part of me didn't want to because I felt like I didn't really know what I was doing, or I don't know if I have what it takes to run my section of the spa, because I haven't even worked as like a regular employee under a spa, or anything like that. So I felt like running my own section in there, that was just very difficult. Well, that's what I felt like in my head, and I felt like I don't have the experience to really do that. Part of me felt like I was coming up with all of these reasons as to why maybe I shouldn't take the position, or maybe I should get a position somewhere else before I take on the position there. I ended up praying about it, and I chose to just take the position. And when I took it, I learned as I went. I was so happy that I took the position because my coworkers helped me when I needed help. If I needed help from a manager, they helped me, or they would have someone else from another store come and train me. So there's questions that I wouldn't know to ask if I never took that opportunity. And I've learned so much when I was there. I learned how to do time management. I learned how to talk to guests and make people feel comfortable. I learned how to build rapport. I learned how to make skincare plans for people, and I learned more about skin. So in school, you kind of learn like the basics, but once you go out of school, that's where you learn more, because you'll start getting questions about things, and that will cause you to do your research. It's going to cause you to care about the underlying reasons of things and why your client is feeling this way, and you really want to have like a problem solving, kind of situation going on. So it makes you really do your research and you learn for them, but you also learn for you. So if I never took that position, I would have never learned the things that I've learned so far. And I'm so grateful for it. So you cannot hold yourself back from doing things because it's scary to walk into the unknown. Everyone has felt that way. No one knows what's going to happen when you take that next step. But you're not going to know what to research. You're not going to know the questions to ask. You're not going to know the skills that you need to build unless you take the next step. You got to just go day by day, take your first step. From there, you'll learn the next step you have to take. I know how hard it is to walk into the unknown, but you have to trust God and you have to trust yourself. And here's the thing, you won't be perfect in the beginning and you'll truly never be perfect. But the more that you do something is the better that you'll get at it. So if you choose not to move forward, you're just going to stay stagnant, you're going to stay stuck. But once you move forward from there, you never truly fail until you quit. You're going to keep on learning as you go, and you're going to love every part of your journey. There have been so many times where I held myself back. There's been times where I wanted to post more content, make more music, and I wanted to start several different businesses that I've had in mind. But I didn't do those things because I kept telling myself that I'll do it once I get better at it. And I wasn't realizing that I'll get better at it once I do that thing more. So it's really all about the journey. You can't keep overthinking yourself into being stagnant and staying still. You have to see success in your future and know that each thing is going to make you grow in that thing. It's better for you to go forward and see what doesn't work for you and what does work for you rather than you staying stagnant and keep on having all of these regrets and what ifs. A lot of the times we create a false reality in our heads of what's going to happen when that's not even what was going to happen at all. There's been so many times where I would overthink an experience and I would tell myself, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that because this might happen. And then I make myself do it. And when I do it, while I'm in the experience, I realize everything that was in my head was false. That's not even what was going to happen. So you have to actually experience things and stop creating a fake, false reality in your head of what that experience is. I feel like we go through life and we create all of these fake experiences in our head and we think we know so much. We think this is going to happen, that's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. I mean, sometimes, it is good to overthink and consider certain things about a situation. If you feel like it's not right and in your gut you feel like it's not right to do, don't do it. But if it's something where you feel like you won't get hurt in the situation, only thing is that you're scared internally because you've never done it before and you feel like taking that step is going to make you experience a situation that you've never gone through before, just do it. It's not going to hurt you, it's just going to help you grow and it's going to help you realize things about yourself. You have to learn new things about yourself of what's not for you and what is for you, but you're never going to know that. And if you don't experience it, you'll keep having all these what ifs. That's not the life that you want to have because it's just going to feel very depressing. But guys, let me tell you a secret. You're never going to feel ready because you've never done it before. How are you going to feel ready for something you've never done in your life before? You're never going to feel like you know what you're doing in that next step. You have to be there first. And once you're in that step, you'll learn what to do next. Something we don't realize is that readiness comes before action and not after. Nobody starts confident. And the thing is, a lot of the people that you look up to, they all started unsure. All of them started unsure. But when they chose to make those action steps, that's where the confidence came in. And you know what, too? Most of this comes from us fearing failure. And I can attest to this. Yes, I don't like failure. I don't want to be seen as someone who failed. I don't want judgment. And that's how a lot of us are. But we have to get out of that mindset because no one can judge you. Everyone knows what it's like to have a dream, to want to do something, to not want to be seen as a failure. But you never fail unless you quit. So the moment that you take the time where you say, I quit, that is when you fail. But every day that you take, every step that you take, where you choose to keep on going, you're going to just progress. How could you not progress? You're going to learn in every single step. It may be a little slower than you want it to, but once you're patient and you choose to keep on going, it's inevitable that you will succeed and grow in that process. You want everything to be right. You don't want anyone to see any lack within your work. You don't want it to ever seem like you don't know what you're doing, and you want it to look like you know everything. But the reality is, do you know everything? And the answer is no. You don't know everything. And yes, you might know certain things, but wherever you lack, those spaces will be filled the more time that you push forward. You have to keep doing that thing until it becomes natural for you. You have two options: either go for what you want and build, or stay still and stay stuck. And you have that choice because you have free will. But the truth of it is that nobody knows everything from the start. The life that you want is on the other side of starting. You're sitting there waiting until you feel ready, but the truth is the people who win, they started scared. And you don't need confidence, you need movement. Once you move, that is where the confidence comes in. I have some great news, and it's that it's not too late. If you want to unlock a new and improved version of yourself, I'm not going to gatekeep. I got you guys with some tips. Number 1, start before you're ready. Do it messy, do it scared, but just start. Number 2, lower the pressure. Your first attempt is not supposed to be perfect. If you truly want what you're going for, you're going to be determined to grow in that, and you're going to always want to learn. So it's inevitable, like I said before. You can't fail if you keep pushing forward. So just be easy on yourself, but also make sure you're doing the hard work. Number 3, build consistency and not perfection. You need to show up even when it's uncomfortable. And a lot of people, this is where they fail, because once they're uncomfortable, they want to back up, they want to run out the door. You cannot do that. You have to confront yourself and see what didn't work. And then from there, what are the next steps you need to take to enhance your movement and that skill. And next time you'll know to avoid that thing because it's holding you back. That's not what you want. So next time it's offered to you or you see it again, you're like, nope, this didn't work for me. I'm going to go over here. Instead of you being like, it's going to save you more time than you think. Number 4, is the mic on? Number 4, stop overthinking. Thinking too much is going to keep you exactly where you are. So it's time to take action. And I'm going to need y'all to honestly do it scared, do it uncomfortable. And I'm really pushing that because that is what stops a lot of people. It has stopped me. And you don't want to stay stuck. You don't want to be in jail. You want to be free. You want to live life. You want to do all the things that you ever dreamt of, and you want to make it your reality. So you have to feel like the person that you want to become, the person that you envision. You have to picture every single thing that person would be doing in a day and ask yourself, is this what they would be doing? Would the person that I want to be take the next step? And the answer should be yes. And so you should be taking that next step. And I do not want you to look back a year from now and realize that you're in the same place. Please no. I'm here for you guys. I want you guys to grow because I know what it's like. I don't want you guys to feel like there's nothing happening in your life, and every time you wake up, it's the same day relived. It's depressing, and I don't want you guys there because I love you. Just think about all of the things that you've gone through in your life, all of the things that you've overcame. I want you to think about everything that you grew from, or all the things that you want to grow from. I want you to realize that you deserve the life that you want. You deserve to see what actually happens when you go for it. If this message resonated with you, I want you to do some homework, and the homework is to take a step. Just take a step of something you've been wanting to do for a while. It doesn't have to be something super drastic or crazy, but something that has been on your list for a while that you haven't done, and you know that you can do it, but you're stopping yourself. I want you to take that step. And when you do it, I want you to comment below and let me know how that went for you. And also, if you need encouragement, you can drop down any stories you have or anything that you want to say. If you need advice, you can put it down below. I'm going to reply to you. Don't be shy. Also, other people can chime in and we can all talk about it. And if you're on this journey with me, please subscribe because I'm figuring this all out too. So why not let us do it together? Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.